Hi, everyone. I'm Christian, and I'm an app promotion specialist in a team with a very fancy name called Performance X. So I will start with a question, guys. How many of you has an app or a client with an app and would like to get more users? Can you please raise your hands? OK, a lot. So we will now talk about this. So hopefully this will be very useful for you that raise a hand, but also for the others to just raise some thoughts. Should I invest in promoting my app? Should I pay to do it? And how do I target my best audience? OK? And let me anticipate that there will be some question for you, some bet. You have seen a lot of percentage, but the difference here is that the one that has the closer match will win a free cardboard. OK? So please raise your attention and be engaged if you want to win a cardboard. So first cardboard to go away. How many billion of app downloads we expect this year from iOS and Android devices globally? Please start betting. How many? 5. Something can offer more? 21. Anyone? 80. 35. 45. 7. 50? 25. I think I heard 80 before. Can you raise your hands, please? The 80 guy, please be. Someone said 80, right? No? 70? I remember 50. Perfect. One cardboard for the guy here. So, and by the way, you are far away from the real estimate. The real estimate is 180 billion downloads, which means 30% growth year on year. So that's, I think you start understanding why it's important to get your app discovered, right? But let's go ahead. New cardboard to go away. Yeah, free like, you know, the people on the TV with the carpets. So of the time we spent on mobile, which do you think is the percentage of time we spend in apps? Okay, of the 100% time we spend on mobile, the percentage that we spend in apps. How much? 70. Who said 90? Go on, Caro, for the lady there. So it's actually 86, so we're very close. And by the way, sorry if I don't hear someone of you betting, okay? It's not so easy. So I want to bring you quickly through these 3 steps. So how to get my app discovered? So let's assume you have an app, okay? Or if you don't, you will have it maybe one day because it makes sense for your business. It's on the App Store, but you want to get this app to stand out. And then, after the app is on the phone, what do you want? That the user engage, right? You want that they do something with the app. Otherwise, you spend all that time and money for nothing. And in the end, of course, we have been talking about it as well. You want to get a measurement of what you're doing. So let's go quickly through it. How to discover new app users. New cardboard. So what's the percentage of apps that has never been downloaded from the Play Store and iTunes Store altogether? Percentage. 30. Who said 60? One cardboard here is exactly 60%. You maybe saw the slide before. So why this? Because there is more than 1 million apps in each app store. So that's scary, no? Everyone talks about app. Let's do a new app. That will be a success. Yeah, but you need to face this. More. So how to get discovered, okay? So we think it's very important to get the users in the moment that matters. And this moment might be different moment during the day. So they might be watching a video. They might be searching on Google. They might be using apps, 86% of the time on mobile, you remember. Or they might be browsing mobile site. Or either they might be checking emails. And also you might have heard already from July will be also available the possibility to reach user on Play Store, which I think is great. So, OK, so user have downloaded your app, is on their phone, but is on their phone together with many others. How do you engage with them? How do you make sure they do something with your app? Before telling you how, one last cardboard. So what's the percentage of apps that are abandoned within the first month? He said 98. The guys here in the front, please. So it's actually 95, OK? So I think you shared the slide between you because you were very close. And 20% of apps are used only once, okay? So even if you get people to download your app, 20% of the apps has been used once. So how to re-engage with them? You can, the first thing, the first word, keyword is deep linking. So you need to speak to your developer, hopefully you're still in a relationship with him or her, and ask this question, did you implement deep linking in my app? If it's not, ask to do it. You don't even need to know what it is, but I will try to explain. So after the user has clicked on the ad, or as you can see, we also offer organic results indexing, so it's free. After they click on it, the app opens on their phone. But this is possible only if the app is deep linked. It's like a website without URLs. Doesn't work, okay? It's something that you need to ask your developer to implement. And you can re-engage then the users through organic free search results, through ads on search, and through ads on AdMob, that is our app network. But how do you measure all of this, okay? So no more cardboard, but hopefully still interesting. So in Google AdWords, we offer many different ways of tracking. You can track all Android installs codelessly, which means you don't have to add any piece of code in your app, you don't have to hire any third-party company, you don't necessarily need Google Analytics, so I will tell you why Watch is useful. You can just build your campaign in, let's say, 5 minutes and track installs. But you maybe want also to track iOS installs. It's slightly more complicated, but shouldn't push you back. You can get a third-party company to work with. We collaborate with the most famous ones and to make sure the process is smooth. Or you can also implement the Google SDK, which is a piece of code you put in your app, so speak with your developer again. Third-party Flandy already said it. You can also then, of course, track in-app events, because then after they install the app and use the apps, you want to make sure you track what they do in the app. What do? They subscribe to something, they book something, they buy something, you want to know it. And you can do it through Google SDK or through third-party company integration. And automated bidding, this is my favorite part, because I work every day with app promotion campaign, and if it was for automated bidding, I would work 24 hours. So it does work a lot because it's been rebuilt for app promotion. So I would strongly suggest to use it from day one and really trust it and leave it 2 weeks to deliver on results. Finally, you can add on top of this Google Analytics, so you can have more insights. For example, what's the lifetime value of my users? So I pay €3 for an install. Is it enough? Is it too much? Is it low? It depends. Because if you pay €3 but you spend €100 in your app, maybe you can also afford €6 of cost per install. And then you can have mobile app reports and source reports, so you can see where the users are coming to your app and what they are actually doing in your app, and maybe find some roadblocks that are preventing the user to do something. So either you have an Android app or an iOS app, we have you covered through the discovery phase, the engagement phase, and the measurement phase. So what to do tomorrow? Again, start having an app, a good app, because that's really the start. Then upload it on the App Store, got it approved, and then start maximizing the discovery. Start engaging the user after you have a good user base, and finally measure and optimize. But you may ask me, I'm already using Google for app promotion, or I may be using it in a few weeks or months. What can I actually practically doing? So extend the reach as much as you can. For example, now with this checkbox that is very cryptic, let AdWords automatically find your customer, what we do at the moment, we extend your AdMob campaign to mobile sites, just with the checkbox. It's Android only, but probably will be available one day also for iOS. I already said about leveraging automated biddings and deep linking as well. As you remember, you don't need to know, just ask your developer to implement it. It's very important to be found. And finally, start thinking beyond install. Most of the time, I just hear I want €3 cost per install. But maybe €3 is just a number, because you can get much more if you bid higher, because they will spend more. So think beyond installs. And with this, I will leave you to Steven.